Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier, and today in this particular video I am going to discuss about monitoring and logging API activity. Okay, that is, suppose for example you are having one pipeline like this where this is the end user who is making some request using Postman or Python code or whatever this kind of software, and then the request is going to API gateway. Then API gateway is forwarding that request to AWS Lambda. Lambda is processing that request and sending back the response to API gateway, and from API gateway it is going back to the end user, right? Now in this kind of architecture, you want to capture the logs, whatever is generated due to this kind of activity for monitoring purpose, okay? That is your requirement. How to do that kind of setting, that's what I am going to discuss in this video, right? So without any further delay, let's quickly build this particular pipeline. We will test it out. Then I will show you how to add the log functionalities. Okay, right? I will be going to AWS Management Console, and then here I will be going to Lambda. Okay, I'll be creating a very basic Lambda, which will basically just take some amount of payload from request and then reply back. Okay, so log demo something name I am giving Python 3.9. I'll be storing the name here for future reference purpose. Okay, right? This is our Lambda function. Execution environment I am choosing Python 3.9, and then here we are going to create the function. Okay, right? It will take some time. And here our Lambda is created. All code change I will do, that is basically I will be creating one message. Okay, that is, suppose for example I love my, then dot, I will use string formatting of Python, and in event we will be passing some amount of payload, right? I will be passing one particular key country having some value, and I want to return this kind of sentence, I love my country. Okay, right? So I will pass this one. Okay, and then here I will return message. Okay, maybe I can print this as well, right? And then here we can deploy this particular one, right? Okay, we'll go to test. We will create a test event, country, and then here I will be writing India. Okay, that is, let it test. Execution successful. Response we are getting back as I love me India. It should be my India, right? Deploy this, go to test it again. I love my India. Perfect. Okay, so it is coming perfectly. Now all we can do, we can go to AWS Management Console and we can go to API Gateway, and then here we can create a REST API real quick. I will go to REST API. Okay, new API, log capture demo testing, some name I am giving. I'll be storing this as API Gateway name, right? Endpoint type I am keeping as regional. Create the API. Okay, and it will create the API for us. We will go to create a resource. We will give the resource path as maybe hello world. Okay, we're good with this, hello world. And then here we will create the resource. Then here under resource we will create a method which is basically post request. I will check this particular one, and then here Lambda function I need to mention. So this is our Lambda function. I'll be copying that from here. I'll paste that here. I will click on save. Okay, and then here it is basically saved. Okay, this is the architecture, right? We can go to test section and we can test it out. Maybe I will give country. Okay, and then here I will pass India, and then click on test. See, I love my India perfectly coming. All we need to do, go to this particular action, then deploy this API. I will create a stage for us, development environment, so I am keeping dev, and here I am clicking deploy. So this is our URL endpoint. We'll be saving that somewhere. Okay, and this is basically our endpoint. Okay, this is basically our stage. After this we need to give resource path also, hello world, right? And then I can copy this. I can maybe use Postman, I can use Python to test it out. I'll be going to Python. Here what I am doing in Google Colab, I have written small piece of code. First I am installing the request library. I am importing JSON and request, okay? And then in URL I'll be putting my URL, and in payload section all I will do, I need to pass country as India, right? This how to do this in Python. All these things I have discussed. And see, we are returning the text response. We are getting I love my India perfectly. If I go to our AWS Lambda function, if I go to monitor section, if I click on few logs in CloudWatch, we'll be clearly getting the logs also, right? See, here this is the logs. If I click on that, see here all the logs are captured. So same kind of activity, this capturing logs in CloudWatch we want to do for API gateway also, right? So to do that, all you need to do, basically first you need to give this permission. So go to IAM, identity and access management, and then here click on roles, okay? We'll be creating one role, create role, and then here we will basically select AWS API gateway. We'll click on next, and then here if you see that by default Amazon API gateway push to CloudWatch logs, this particular default policy is coming with that, and that's what we require also. So without any further delay, we'll create this role API logger, okay? Some name I am giving. Let me save this particular one also for future reference, right? And then here we can create the role real quick, right? Here our role is created. I will click on that, and this is something role ARN which we require. I will be copying this particular one. I'll be going back to API gateway. Here you will see logs/tracing in these stages, right? Click on that, okay? Here you need to enable CloudWatch logs. I want all the information. Yes, I want full request. Enable detailed CloudWatch matrices. That's also I want. All I need to do, save the changes, okay? You no need to redeploy. Just save the changes. And after that, you go to settings, okay? And then here we need to give CloudWatch log ARN. I want to paste the ARN just now what we created as CloudWatch role, right? CloudWatch log capture role, right? In IAM. So I'll be saving this particular one, and with this we are all set, right? So let us run this particular code once more, okay? So now what will happen, that CloudWatch will store the API gateway logs also. So let us see whether we are able to see the logs or not. So we will go one more step up in the CloudWatch logs. So here our log groups are present. If I go below, okay, here see API gateway related logs are present. Now which one is our requirement, how to understand that? That we can easily understand from this URL endpoint, okay? So this is something kind of our unique identifier C8MN3QYY00, okay? So you need to find in which API gateway log group it is available. And if you see here it is available C8MN3QYY00, okay? And then /dev. Dev is basically our stage. So we need to click on that, and then here we'll be getting basically detailed log, okay? So it might take some time. Maybe for the first time, if it is not getting captured, I can make one more time request, okay? So it will be taking some time to update and all. Obviously you can understand, right? Because AWS is trying to do all these updates real quick, okay? I will maybe refresh this particular page, and then here I will go to my log. So let's wait for some time. So see, now the logs is created, right? So it will be taking a little bit of time. If I click on this particular log, I'll be getting detailed API log, okay? See how it is capturing external request ID, okay? Then verifying usage plan, okay? Sometimes we create usage plan for security purpose with API key, so that kind of thing it is doing. And then here API key authorized. API key authorized because method post/hello world does not require API key. Okay, fine. We have not set any API key security. Whoever has this particular URL endpoint, they can make request, right? So that it is showing, right? Then here usage plan it is capturing, starting execution for request. Okay, then here post method, path is hello world resource path. Then here it is giving some more capture, query string if required it is capturing. We are not passing any query string anyway. And then basically it is calling our Python backend server. And then see request body, country India, we passed via our request payload, right? If you see the Python code here in payload, we passed country India, right? Okay, up to this well and good. And then here it is going to AWS, and here endpoint request body after transformation it is giving this one. Then here sending request to this particular one. So you see here our Amazon, it is our Amazon AWS function it is calling, right? Received response, latency 19 millisecond, which is pretty fast. Okay, then here response header it is basically printing, and then response body you see I love my India. Okay, that is whatever AWS Lambda is returning, that's what API gateway is, everything captured in this particular CloudWatch log, right? So this is how simply with some few steps you can set up this kind of log activity. Even you can watch the metrics in API gateway also. So if I go to API gateway, here you will be getting the dashboard. You can click on that. Okay, it will be taking you to different dashboard. So till now we have called our function, that is from Python code, this API gateway we have called 3 times, right? So it is showing that count also. So if you click on this particular one, it will be leading you to this particular CloudWatch. Okay, here some count you are getting. So at 10:55 p.m. as per local time zone, I got count 1. Okay, right? So this kind of activities you can see in CloudWatch. Okay, so maybe for you it might be set with UTC, but if you want you can change here local time zone also. And then here this range also you can change and then capture the logs and perform different activities. Maybe for example it is capturing from earlier month till this month. I'll be reducing this from maybe 3rd to today. Okay, that is today 00 AM till this time. I will click on apply. Okay, see here purely the graph is getting displayed. Okay, that is total count. Okay, sum of calls it is displaying. Okay, so here if you want you can put average, minimum, maximum, different kind of activities, and even you can put CloudWatch Alarm to make it alarm notification also enabled. That kind of activities also you can do. Okay, if you want you can change the period to 1 minute or something like that to monitor purpose and all these things. How to set this CloudWatch Alarm already I have discussed, right? So I'll be showing that also. So maybe if you want you can build this kind of architecture. On API gateway CloudWatch you can put some kind of alarm that if that total number of calls exceeding a particular threshold, then it will call CloudWatch Alarm. That CloudWatch Alarm will send email notification as soon as alarm will be triggered to admin team or developer team for monitoring purpose. Okay, or to draw the attention. Okay, so very simple that kind of building also. So all you can do, that is you can go to here. First let's create one dashboard. If you want to create dashboard out of it, all you can do, you can go to action, add to dashboard, and here you will be getting a new window, and here create a new dashboard. Okay, so here API log capture, this is our dashboard name I can give. Okay, right, I will be saving this somewhere else here, right, and then here I will check this particular one, and here I will click on add to dashboard. So here one dashboard like we do in Tableau or in Power BI, that kind of dashboard is created, right? Now on this, if you want you can create some alarm also. So if I go to all alarm section, here I will be creating an alarm. Okay, here I will be selecting the metrics. So here I will be going to API gateway, and then here I will be creating the alarm on this particular development stage. If you see, that is what is our API gateway API name, that is basically log capture demo kind of this thing. Okay, so I'll be going to CloudWatch, I'll be searching for that. Here if I search, okay, this kind of thing we are not getting, right? I will go to stage, and then here I will go to drop down. See here, log capture demo testing. This is our API which we just now created, right? The complete name also I have written here. That's why I always keep track of writing the names whatever we created. Okay, so we want to create alarm based on the count activity. So we will select this particular one, and then we will go to select matrix. Okay, so this is the based on count level we want to create the alarm. Suppose period, if we want with 1 minute interval we want to monitor this kind of activity. Okay, right? And then here greater than, maybe if greater than 20, no, greater than, suppose for example 15, then alarm should be triggered. That kind of activity we can do. Additional configuration, data point to alarm. Okay, so 1 out of 1. So as soon as basically the graph will exceed the threshold, that is 15 value, it will trigger alarm. So what is the meaning of this 1 out of 1? What is the meaning of period? That is how it is logging the data and what activities it is applying. All this I have discussed already in my previous video while creating the alarm for EC2. You can go through that. Maybe I will change to sum. That is total sum of request if it is exceeding 15. Okay, within 1 minute interval. Okay, and if one spike we are getting, then and there alarm should be triggered. Okay, treat missing data as missing only. Okay, we are fine with that. We will go to next, and then here what we want to do, that is we want to send mail using SNS, right? So here I will create a new topic. Okay, so here I will go API log alarm. Okay, so this is our SNS. I'll be saving this somewhere else. Okay, right? And then here endpoint. So for endpoint we want to send mail, right? So a dummy mail ID I have already created for this kind of discussion. I'll paste this particular one here. I will create the topic, right? And then here we need to basically accept this particular confirmation. We will go to mail. We'll refresh this particular one, and one new notification came with subscription confirmation. We'll click on that, and then here you will see that here simple notification service subscription is confirmed. We are all set with that, right? So here we were, right? And then with respect to this, we are all set. We'll go to next. Alarm name API logger new, like this kind of name I am giving, right? Okay, and then here we can, if you want, you can give some description also, and then we can simply click on next. So this is our metric name count, API name is this one, stage name is development, we want to monitor sum, and period is 1 minute. If it is greater than 15, okay, 1 out of 1, then we will be triggering alarm. Okay, so we'll create the alarm, right? Okay, so this particular alarm is already created, action enabled. Okay, currently it is having insufficient data because obviously in the beginning time it will happen, it will capture the data after some time, right? So here now let's do one thing, let's manually increase the total number of count more than 15. Okay, so using Python code we can easily achieve that. So for that also I have created one code. So this particular one I have created, right? I'll paste that here. So here all you need to do, you need to pass the URL, right? And then here payload also you need to pass, and then here while temp less than equal to 17, so temp variable I will define here, temp equal to 0. So here if temp less than equal to 17, it will keep on creating post request. We are printing the result.text, whatever response we are getting, we are doing temp equal to temp plus 1, we are printing temp. Okay, that is 17 requests it will be doing. Then when temp value will be 18, it will break the loop, right? So basically our alarm should be triggered that way, because we have made the threshold that if total sum is exceeding 15, then and there alarm should be triggered. So all we can do, we can make this request and see how fast it is computing. 18 requests done, right? And then here all we need to do, we need to wait for some time. At any time this particular CloudWatch will be capturing all the logs. It will be taking sum of all those within 1 minute interval, whatever it will be capturing, and obviously it will be exceeding the threshold because we have defined the threshold as 15, but here we have made almost 18 requests. So our expectation should be we should be getting some mail in our this mail ID using SMS, right? So we'll wait for some time. Okay, so if you want, you can zoom this particular part also, right? So here, see, we got the latest logs at 11:02 p.m. Let us wait for some time. Just now we made some request. Okay, so here if you go to action, you will be getting edit option, delete, copy, all this. You can explore them. And here, see, all this detailed stats it is giving. Threshold count if it is greater than 1 for one data point within 1 minute, then alarm should be triggered. Okay, right? So if you want, you can click on view in matrix also. So it will be opening in a new CloudWatch window. Okay. And let's wait for some time. So maybe I can change this particular window to 1 hour. Okay, within 1 hour what happened, we want to monitor that. And here maybe we can make a refresh with 1 minute interval. 10 seconds is too less, right? We have to wait a little bit. And see, here already one new data point came at 11:14. Okay, currently it is 11:16 p.m. That is 11:14. Whatever request we made, based on that, this particular data point came. Okay, this kind of real-time activity it will update. Okay, so if you go back to alarm, in alarm if you go, see this API logger new is in alarm. Okay, so if I go back to my inbox, okay, if I refresh this particular one, I should be getting some mail, right? Let me confirm that. I go to SNS, simple notification service. Here one topic is there, API log alarm. If I go to there, here this particular mail address is subscribed. Okay, fine. So this is in alarm state. Maybe I will check the spam folder also. See, here it went to actually all mails. Okay, so if you notice here, this particular one, okay, so this is 11:15 p.m. just now came. Okay, so see, 2 minutes ago this particular mail came. You are receiving this email because your Amazon CloudWatch Alarm API logger new one. Okay, so this is the alarm we created, right? If you see this particular one, API logger new one, right? In the US East region has entered in alarm state because threshold crossed 1 out of 1 data point was greater than the threshold 15. Okay, right? That's so it is clearly displaying the reason of the alarm also. So this kind of activity you will be receiving in your mailbox, and as soon as the admin team or developer team will be getting this kind of mail, they can quickly jump into it and they can check who is making this much request, whether that is some hacker or not. Okay, so this is kind of pipeline, right? So endpoint user making API gateway request, it is going to Lambda. It is CloudWatch is capturing logs on the metric section. We created some alarm. Okay, if the total sum is exceeding 15, then SMS topic should send mail, right? Just validate whether it is going to spam box or some other folder based on the rules whatever you set it up in your this particular account. So like for my case it went to some different location, but yes, this pipeline is perfectly working. That is the great thing about this, right? Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this. This is all for this video. If you find this video helpful, then please like, share and comment, subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of our latest videos. Thank you.